Would you like some extra cheese with that?
Yes, please.
Would you rather work as an accountant for John Gotti or Manuel Noriega?
Is that really the question? Would I rather be an accountant for John Gotti or
Work
Manuel Noriega?
as an accountant for
So would I rather
John
be involved
Gotti or Manuel Noriega?
in the mob or a drug cartel? Like that's the question that this book is asking me. Okay.
That is the question. Yeah.
Would I rather work
this
for
is a Grand
John
Theft Auto 5
Gotti
question if I ever heard it. Yeah.
or Manuel Noriega, Panamanian drug lord, if I'm not mistaken?
Nice job. I'm not as much of a Wikipedia as you are. Sounds great.
You're assuming I'm correct.
No, Manuel Noriega sounds correct. I don't know about Panamanian. Sounds correct. Maybe Hondurasian. I don't remember. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure that's not how you say Hondurasian.
Absolutely. Like a Syrian.
That's a Rastafarian Honduran is a Hondurasian.
Yeah.
In any case, can you please
Hondurasian.
enlighten me on John Gotti? John Gotti was
he was used in an MC Chris song. So like Mahatma Gandhi, followed by a horde of hotties with the feds on the trail of a Mr. John Gotti. I'm a sound wave tsunami. Anyway, that part, John Gotti.
That John Gotti. They say, I want to know who he is. So computer, who is John Gotti?
Give us several minutes, please.
Computer, who is John Gotti?
According to Wikipedia, John Joseph Gotti Jr. was an American gangster who became boss of the Gambino crime family in New York City.
New York.
Gotti and his brothers grew up in poverty and turned to a life of crime at an early age. Gotti quickly became one of the crime family's biggest earners and a protege of Gambino family underboss Aniello Della Croce, operating out of the Ozone Park neighborhood of Queens.
She's very thorough. Okay. He lived in Queens, so I'm out. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait. Computer, who is Manuel Noriega?
That's fair.
According to Wikipedia, Manuel Antonio Noriega Moreno was a Panamanian politician and military officer who was the de facto ruler of Panama from 1983 to 1989. He had long-standing ties to United States intelligence agencies.
Wow.
However, he was removed from power by the U.S. invasion of Panama. Born in Panama City to a poor mestizo family, Noriega
they were both
studied
born
at the
to poor
Torlos
families. Look
Military
at that.
School in Lima and at the
They
School
took
of
over.
the Americas.
In Lima, huh?
Lima. Interestingly, here I thought my answer would be John Gotti because I love New York and there's a certain kind of romanticism that I feel like we have as a culture with the mob.
Don't forget, the question is working as an accountant. For.
Okay, but still, like, what organization do I want to be a part of? If I'm working as an accountant for the mob,
for
the mob, yeah, I am a highly prized asset. They want to protect me. They want to give me things. I'm like running the numbers. I'm cooking the books, making things good. I feel like my life is way better as an accountant for John Gotti than if I'm an accountant for Manuel Noriega, who runs the country. He's a de facto ruler of Panama. Whatever he says goes. I step out of line. I'm like a pawn in that regime. I'm like a nobody in that situation. Whereas with John Gotti, maybe I'm romanticizing the mob because, I just wouldn't step out of line. But I feel like, a dictator type ruler of a country would slit your throat a little quicker than the mob. There's a certain loyalty in the mob.
Maybe you're right. Yeah, maybe you're right because it's not necessarily an ideological or a familial like relationship that binds them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a power and resource game, right? So like when that's the case, but that is the case with the mob. But if you're not in the family, I would assume you're equally liable to have your throat
take
slit.
Meyer Lansky, for example.
I don't know who that is. Who's Monica Lewinsky? Who was the name?
Meyer Lansky? You're not familiar with Meyer Lansky?
No. Oh yeah, I'm an ENTP.
No, that's Myers-Briggs, you idiot. Alexa, who is Myers Lansky?
Computer. Who is Myers Lansky?
Thank you.
I'm Will Rubio.
Here's something I found on Wikipedia. Meyer Lansky, known as the mob's accountant, was an American major organized crime figure who, along with his associate
who?
Charles Lucky Luciano, was instrumental in the development of the National Crime Syndicate in the United States.
I
Did that
only
answer
roll
your question?
sixes.
Yes, it did. Yeah, Meyer Lansky.
Thanks for your feedback.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
You're welcome, computer. I kind of cheated. I wrote a mob film about Eunice Carter.
That's not in here.
No, it's not in there. But anyway, I studied a lot about the mob because of it, and it's pretty amazing. The mob rose to power because of Prohibition. I mean, just really, they've always been around, but they took a real strong foothold during Prohibition.
I mean,
it's amazing. Like the negative consequences of that act are just still rippling through our society to this day. But we're gonna do it for real now. You ready?
oh no, I'm not ready. Okay.
Okay, think of one because this is when we do that, when we play the outro music. Go for it.
Would you rather be
Or listen to this podcast